Hey Aries, welcome to your December 2017 reading. This is our first time together. My name is Jalen. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on Instagram at Jalen Gelato. First card out is Seven of Wands. So a little bit about how I read is very positive. I do say whatever truth there is needed to be heard, but it's not always what we want to hear. So I like to leave it on a very positive note. Right now is technically December 16th. Thank you for your patience, for those of you who are waiting. And I will first start off with the current energies of Aries. So astrologically, there's like 5 fire signs, or there's Mercury retrograde, first of all, is the reason for this being jumbled, but there are 5 planets in fire signs right now. So there's a lot of fiery energy, and for those of us, I'm a fire sign sun myself, so that sort of beckons a balance of us from a water element, to cool down, I guess. So not so literally, but let's see current Aries energies aside from the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is sort of your daily battles. Okay, so out come the Knight of Swords and Seven of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you have been justifying lately, whatever you have been trying to prove, you sort of feel accomplished in that. I don't know if this is necessarily rooted in ego or not, but this looks like an aggressive, victorious combination with them being paired together. And it looks like you kind of worked for it too, so I see it as a positive thing. Okay, so that's your current energy. You seem pretty confident. What is the energy for the next 2 weeks? 2 weeks until 2018. Queen of Cups. This is a really positive energy. I can't remember what sign got this in reverse, but this is a very awesome energy to have, especially with what I just explained to you with the planets being in fire signs. So this is very comfortable. It's like the good kind of comfortable. It's loving. It's balanced. Aries got it going on. Okay. Okay, 3 of Wands in reverse, King of Cups in reverse, and 7 of Cups. Okay, so let's get the obvious out of the way. If you are dealing with a water sign, you may be trying to develop something deeper and you don't necessarily know how. A water sign being Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Either way, if there's someone who's got you a little fucked up. The last card to come out was the Four Swords. This was actually backwards in the deck. So I wouldn't make any decisions out of I wouldn't make any impulsive decisions about this. I feel like you've already put some thought into it. You've already put some type of investment into something. And so your confusion can easily turn to aggression, Aries. So advice for this situation, for those of you dealing with this situation, we're gonna, okay. Five of Pentacles and Knave of Wands. So this could be a youthful fire sign also, or this could be your own energy. And the Five of Pentacles is a card of these together. I feel like this situation that you're dealing with, that you're confused about, is really just tiring you out. I think you're just kind of done. I think either that or you're just getting started. Because this is good. The fact that this comes out next to this makes me think that what you feel as anger or frustration or just whatever that is gonna propel you. That sounds weird. So everybody has to kind of hit a certain type of bottom to stand back up and realign, right? And I don't think that Aries has patience for stuff like this. You are more than welcome to share this video with a friend or family member if this relates and helps out with anything. Okay. So I want to know what it's going to be like for Aries. I don't know if this will be in December necessarily. This may be after the 1st, but I want to know what it's going to be like for you after this. If you go this route. If you go this route. This route being okay, well, yeah. Two of Wands. So it's absolutely something big enough to make you reconsider a lot about your life. You're really looking at things from a whole new perspective now. And I mean, this is a great energy to have, especially when the new moon's coming up on the 18th, if I haven't said that already. And absolutely before the new year. So, okay. one more. I want to ask for advice for Aries for the next 2 weeks. So we're just talking about the next 2 weeks until the end of the year. Advice for Aries, December 2017. Okay. Oh, this is a whole lot. So I just did story time with Gemini. I guess we're going to do story time again because everything is in reverse again. Okay, so advice. I got to face these the right way too. And you know what? With Gemini was the very last card was the Devil in reverse. So we'll get there. You have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Wands in reverse, and Death and the Emperor in reverse. So advice being you are going to feel impulsive in the next 2 weeks, so please do not feel compelled to go beyond your means in purchasing gifts for people that you really can't afford. Just advice. Don't get trapped by all the fieriness in the atmosphere right now because you are going to feel a little more agitated. I mean, stress is kind of high this time of year, especially if you're already trying to get everybody's gifts, and if you're just stressing about things that you stress about because it's this time of year, realize it's a trap, so don't fall for that. When you start to do these things, you're automatically going to make room for love to pour in, and that's going to begin as soon as that happens. Do not let your ideals get the best of you. Just because this is in reverse, like I said, with the Nine of Pentacles and now the Ten of Pentacles, don't go broke trying to look like you're not broke. Okay, Eight of Wands. Be sure to utilize the new moon. I can't stress that enough just because it's so exciting how things can manifest when you just use timing of the moon cycles for your own personal goals. I mean, this science really here to help us. So be sure that you're moving in the right direction come this new moon. Allow these changes. This is a lot of information, but hey, it was a lot of cards that came out. I'm just debriefing. There is a death wanting to take place, and when I say death, I really mean rebirth. So I feel like a lot of you are coming into a whole new, like we said earlier, perspective on things, because maybe, you know, this is the first year you can't get the kids everything that they wanted, or you can't, you know, get your spouse or your whoever's anything. Like 2017 humbled a lot of us, so I don't know. But if that's you, then you're about to experience a whole different perspective on your situation once you make room for this. This is just sort of a ripple effect at this point. So the emperor is discipline. This was also in reverse. So your advice is you know, Saturn came to still everything and enforce this discipline energy, and it's still here, and it's going to be here for 3 years. So mindful of that. Neptune has come in to shake everything up. So if you were aware of Saturn's activity before this point in the year, you may have already been enforcing different lessons that you had learned previously in the year or past few years. So anyway, some organization and tough love on yourself, tough self-love will go a long way. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you're interested in a healing personal healing session, we don't have to use cards. If you don't want to use the cards, you can find me on Instagram at Jalen Gelato. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me right now. Email's so messy. I don't even want to deal with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and Happy New Year.